the storm with your heart. Play the storm with your heart.
And one time. Yeah, so this game, massive for both teams. Cowboys, they've been dominant. They just beat Seattle. Dak Prescott, he was able to overcome adversity, was down big, not down big, but down a deficit, and was able to get it done even while the defense wasn't playing too well. And on the Eagles side of things, they have been able to scrape by against quality competition, obviously, but just the way that they've been able to skate by, it's a bit concerning. So we'll see how things sort of look this week. I have the Cowboys this game. I just think they're at home. You said the last 5 times the Eagles have come, they've lost.
Yes.
That's another thing. So you guys played well against the Eagles at home last year. You guys played, although it was Gardner Minshew, he still put up points, and Dak was still able to win. The offense has been just stellar. CD has been on a tear. Dak has been on a tear. Tony Pollard started to get it going more. The offensive line is starting to really come together. Tyron Smith, he's
that
back
left side
to
of the line is elite, man.
Tyron Smith, he's looking like his 2013 self, that dominant self, and was your boy Tyler Smith. He's been dominant as well. So it's a lot of good things going on for that Cowboys offense. On the defensive side, they've been up and down. It's been a bit of a roller coaster these past few weeks, even though the offense has been stellar. We'll see how they sort of look against the Eagles this week. Nick Bosa talked about he showed everybody the formula, the blueprint. Let's see if the Cowboys can replicate that. What do you think? Who you have winning this game, and how you see it looking?
Well, considering I got my QB jersey on today, obviously I'm gonna go with my boys. You know what I'm saying? We 3.5-point favorites. I don't really care about that. Home team gets 3 points anyway, so they think we're a half point better than them on a neutral field. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I think we're the more hotter team in terms of that. So the offense has been lights out. I think we're averaging like 40 at home. So, and we won the last 14 at home, and we haven't lost at home against the Eagles in like 5 or so years. So. Now the Eagles got something on this side. They have the fact that Jalen Hurts hasn't lost 2 games in a row in 2 years. So, and they also, I don't want to get it. I don't want to. I'm not starting a conspiracy. I'm just saying the officiating crew. I believe the Eagles are undefeated when they have that officiating crew out there. I'm just saying. But I think the Cowboys will win this game. I expect us. I want us to win by at least a touchdown. So I think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think any defense is going to be able to stop anybody. But if I had to trust a defense to get a stop late game, I'm going to take my guys because we got Micah Parsons and we got all type of dudes on that D-line. And Deron Blank is liable to make a play at any point of the game. So, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, man. It's going to be a good one, though.
I'm going to go with your boys.
I hope we blow them out, but I doubt that's going to happen.
This might be for the MVP.
I ain't even bring that point. I just want to win the game.
Well, that's gonna be even more motivation for Dak.
Yeah, and I know the team is mad they lost that last one because they were literally right there from securing a W. So I know they heated. But I know the Eagles also heated, getting whooped up on like that. So
Mike McCarthy, he better be ready. He better have that red zone offense ready.
Out the gate, I want them to just air it out.
Air it out the CD for me. Come on now.
I will accept that.
Yes.
50 points.
All right. Well, that'll do it for that one. Let's go to the next game on the docket. Let's see.
Another week of just mediocre games. Good grief.
Week 14. Let's see here.
Let's just go. Buccaneers and Falcons.
Yeah, Buccaneers. Okay, so Buccaneers and Falcons. I would go with the Falcons. This is just, I'm not a big fan of any of these teams. NFC South matchup, but the Falcons have played a little bit better. I mean, they didn't play really well against the Jets besides the defense. And, I mean, how much credit can you really give the defense against a quarterback that's, let's face it, a practice squad guy? So, and has arguably the worst OC in the league in Nathaniel Hackett. So, But I'll go with the Falcons. They have the more talented team, and they have a solid run. They have a really good running game, and yeah, they have good skill positions and a pretty decent defense. So, give me the Falcons.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the. I guess I'll go with the Falcons, man.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Falcons.
Yeah, it's a tough one because both quarterbacks I'm not really too fond of, and both teams are just not really vibing with.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with the hotter team. I'll just go with the Falcons on that one. All right, let's go to the Colts versus Bengals. The Colts both teams just beat, won last week. The Bengals, they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, last week Trevor Lawrence went down, but even though they were still in the game when Trevor Lawrence was playing, and that Jacksonville's supposed to have one of the better defenses in the NFL. Jake Browning, he's starting starting in place of Joe
Where did they
Burrow.
find this guy? Because he's actually decent.
I think he came from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. I think so, and he's a backup and stuff, and that's what you want. This is what a backup is supposed to do. Not necessarily like I'm saying like put up 30 plus, but like at least not be so god awful where
Give you a chance
can't
to win the game.
move the ball down the field. And when you look at the Jets, those QBs, there's nobody on that roster that you look and say, oh, that's a backup QB. Those are all third string practice squad guys, and with this is a clear example of, okay, they have a competent backup QB. Like Colts, they have a competent, actually the best backup QB in the league, Gardner Minshew. I will go with the Colts this game. I just think that the Colts, they've been just red hot. I like the offense that's been looking. No Jonathan Taylor, but Zach Moss, he's been a really good replacement. I know you're sad because of your fantasy team, but I really like the Colts. Their defense has been very complimentary. It's been really good. I just like the way they've been playing. Shane Steichen, he's done a hell of a job. He might be the coach of the year. Like, I understand Houston Texans. What's his name? The coach for the Houston Texans.
D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryans has been phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. But what Shane Steichen is doing, a backup QB, you lose. You're the fourth pick in the draft. The guy that you build the franchise around for the near future, and Anthony Richardson, and you're 7-5 with Gardner Minshew. And then Zach Moss, a backup running back, he's playing well. So Jonathan Taylor, he's been beat up. It's just so much stuff going on in Indianapolis. It's unbelievable that they're 7-5. I'll go with the Colts.
This was a shock on. Once I thought A. Rich went down, I thought the season was over for them. But hey, man, Shane Steichen a good coach. I don't know why the Eagles let him go, but I'm glad they did.
I don't think they let him go. I thought he just got coaching. He was coaching interviews. People wanted him. He was like, "Hey, I'll go to the Colts."
I'm glad he left them.
I bet you do.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the Colts too.
Yeah,
they just the Bengals got one last week, but I'm not gonna say it was a fluke. It wasn't a fluke because the Jaguars defense played like garbage.
Yeah,
Jake Brown is a good QB, man. Honestly, if you're a fantasy guy, pick him up off the waivers if you're struggling for a QB this late in the year. I'm going to go with the Colts. They've been more consistent, so.
And they have like a formula that they like using on offense that's working. And so I'll just go with the Colts on this one. Jaguars and Browns.
No Trevor Lawrence?
No Trevor Lawrence. Good news is that it seems like the injury wasn't
just an ankle sprain.
It wasn't too bad because I saw a film of him throwing the football and stuff like that. So that's good, but he's not going to play this week. And this game right here is just Browns versus Jaguars, both backup starting. Do I trust C.J. Beathard or do I trust whoever's starting for the Browns?
I don't even know who's starting for the Browns.
It could be DTR. It could be P.J. Walker. I have no clue. I guess I'll go with the Jaguars just because they have a better offense. C.J. Beathard, I guess he'll be okay. I mean, this is a tough one. This is a really tough one, but I'll go with the Jaguars. I think they're a little bit better than the Browns with the backup QB. Remember the Browns? They couldn't move the ball against the Rams.
The Rams' defense is stout, though. They're not elite, but they stout.
It's okay, but I mean, they couldn't.
I'll go with the Jags, too. The Browns' offense is just atrocious right now.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as Jerome Ford keeps getting his 12 points and hitting his projection, he good in my book.
Yeah, he good in your book. Okay, Texans versus Jets. This one, I have the Texans going away. The Jets defense is really good, but again, it's going to be Zach Wilson starting. There's no backup QB. They don't have a competent quarterback. They don't have a competent offense. The only good receiver they have is Garrett Wilson. Breece Hall, he's dealing with an injury. He might not even play. It's a lot going on in New York for the Jets, and I just look at the Texans. Even though without Tank Dell, which is a massive loss,
man. He was hooping. Man.
They still have Nico Collins. They still have Brown. They still have Robert Woods. So I'll go with the Texans.
Yeah, I'm going with the Texans. I think this game will be closer than people think. I think they'll scrape by with the win, but I'm gonna still rock with the Texans.
Mm-hmm. Rams versus Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens on this one. The Rams have been playing a lot better. They've been red hot lately, but I think the Ravens are a top 2 team in the AFC. So I like their formula. I think the defense is going to play well against the Rams offense. Give me the Ravens this game.
This game is going to be very, very rainy. It's going to rain a lot, and which team has the best run game? And I believe that the Ravens do. That's what they do. They run the football.
You think Kyrion? What is it? Kyrion Williams?
Kyron Williams? No, they run game is very good.
Yeah,
but
it's Lamar Jackson.
This game is going to come down to run game and defense.
All right.
And I believe the Ravens, the element of Lamar being able to run too, gives me that edge over the Rams as far as the run game goes. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Excuse me. They're gonna run the ball, play really good defense. That's all you need to do.
Pretty much. Lions versus Bears. I think it's pretty simple. I'm gonna go with the Lions on this one. Bears, they're gearing up for Caleb
The
Williams.
Lions have been skating, boy.
They've been skating by. They have.
Yeah.
They really have.
This game, I expect this game to be closer.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close. I think the last time they played, it was close.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Yeah,
I expect Justin Fields to play a lot better.
Starting to see the cracks in the lines.
Oh, yeah.
They're still on defense. Good grief. They can't stop a parked car. They let Jameis Winston get in the game and start hooping last week. So, yeah.
That's another reason why Derek Carr he's trying so hard to come back. He was like, yeah, I'm not trying to lose my job. I see the writings on the wall. Yeah. So, all right.
Food.
Panthers versus Saints. I'm going to go with the Saints. It's the Panthers. Like, the Panthers are just god awful. That's just really what it is. They just can't get it right, especially on offense. But yeah, that's really what it is. Yes. I mean, Saints aren't good either, but I'll take that team, that offense, and that
Saints have
the
a
roster.
good defense too.
Yeah, Vikings versus Raiders. Justin Jefferson's coming back.
Gritty boy.
So I'll go with the Vikings, just off the fact Justin Jefferson's coming back, and that's really the only reason. I mean, both of these teams, you could say they're kind of evenly matched in a way, but I think the Vikings might be I don't know. I think they might be a little bit better. I probably trust them a little bit more. That's just how I'm looking at it.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
The Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Going with the home team.
Yes.
You know, Minnesota. It's crazy. Minnesota is like -3.
I know.
Minnesota -3. That's weird. On the road
it's
too.
a trap.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, go Seahawks versus 49ers.
49ers.
I'm gonna go 49ers. Damn, they got 49ers -13.
That is crazy.
Wow. Yeah. So it's going away. I just think that it is a division game, but just the way that the Seahawks looked on Thanksgiving, I'm a bit concerned. Even at home, they were getting washed. They were getting completely washed. So yeah, 49ers all day. This game right here is interesting. Bills versus Chiefs. these two teams, they've been, they're sort of going downhill. But the Chiefs, I'm a little bit more concerned with the Chiefs for the simple fact that that offense has continued to be a problem, even with Patrick Mahomes at the helm. The receivers can't get separation. They can't catch passes. No Isaiah Pacheco this game, so that's another thing. He's their best running back by far. The defense, they are getting Nick Bolton back, I believe. And so the defense has been stellar. But when we look at the Bills side of things, although the defense has been a question mark, their offense has gotten a lot better. They almost beat the Eagles on the road if Gabe Davis and Josh Allen were able to sort of be on the same page. I think I'm going to go with the Bills. I'm going with the upset. Although they
Is
are
it
on
really
the road,
that much of a upset?
No, it is an upset. It is an upset because, wow, they have Kansas City only -1. They think this is even? This is even?
They think the Bills are better, actually.
Wow. This is interesting. I just, although, the Sean McDermott article came out, I do think the way that Joe Brady has had Josh Allen sort of play, I just like the Bills. Like, their offense, they're all healthy. The defense is not good, but I think it's good enough where against a Kansas City offense that hasn't been great, I just expect the Bills to be able to do enough to get the W.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with the Bills here, too. I trust their offense way more than I trust the Chiefs' offense.
That's crazy.
And the Chiefs' offense is – they lost Pacheco, who's their best running back, like you said. Their receivers still can't catch. They're not really getting that much separation. It's really Travis Kelce or bust. And even Travis Kelce, he's looking older. So, I'm gonna go with the Bills, man. The Bills desperately need to win. Because if they don't win here, you could pretty much say this season is over.
Oh, yeah.
So, the Bills desperately need to win. The offense has been looking better. They be getting the run game going with James Cook. I'm gonna go with the Bills, even though like you said, with the stuff that just came out about McDermott, whatever. I'm gonna still go with the Bills.
Yeah. All right, and then we have Broncos versus Chargers. I'm probably gonna go with the Broncos on this one. They've been playing a lot better. They lost, I know, last week at the end. They didn't look too good, but they almost beat the Texans on the road. I'm going to go with the Broncos. I just don't like the Chargers. I just don't like what I've seen from the Chargers. I mean, they only scored 6 points against the Patriots last week, which is awful.
And Kenny Pickett put up 19.
So, give me.
No, Mitch Trubisky, my bad.
Yeah.
Trubisky.
So, give me the Broncos this game.
Yeah. I'm torn on this one because I can 100% see the Broncos just coming in and winning outright, but the Chargers got to man up someday.
It ain't gonna be this season.
I'll go with the Chargers, man. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I just something's telling me to just go with the Chargers. Hopefully I'm right. Because, man, it's looking rough, man. People are starting to turn on Kellen Moore. The Cowboys fandom tried to tell y'all, and y'all thought we was making excuses for Dak. And lo and behold, we are proven right again. Because Dak looking like the MVP right now. So who really was dependent on whom? But, hey, that's a different discussion.
Okay, well, we don't need to talk about that.
I won the war.
Well, I mean, you could also say that, what receivers besides Keenan Allen does Justin Herbert have? And look at the running backs. You like Austin Eckler?
No.
Exactly. You like Joshua Kelly?
No.
You like that offensive line? I mean, it's all right. But is it great? Nah. So, I mean, how much does Justin Herbert really have? Besides Keenan Allen. Mike Williams is always hurt. Quentin Johnson is a bust. Gerald Everett is okay. Like, he's not great. So what does he really have? I mean, not much. He always has to overcome stuff. Okay, let's go to the Monday night games. Let's go to the Packers versus Giants. Here's the deal.
I don't know who thought it would be a good idea to put 2 Monday night games on at the same time.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's weird. But they did do it, and we we have more football on Monday. So
that only one will be able you'll be able to watch one game unless you pull up a stream.
So here's the deal. So Packers versus Giants, right? I could definitely see this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Packers lose this game. Again, I said this before, but they're a young team. Yes, they've won 3 straight, but they're a young team. And as young teams, this roller coaster ebbs and flows. And I do believe they'll win this game, but I do think it's going to be a close game. Because I look at the Giants, they haven't been good. They have a backup QB. Actually, this is the 3rd string, Tommy DeVito. But they have Saquon Barkley. They have a pretty decent defense. And Brian Dable, against us last year, he was able to dial up an offense to really make it difficult for our defense. Joe Barry, yeah, he's played, he's been all right these past few weeks. But Joe Barry, I've seen Desmond Ridder carve up this offense. I've seen some of the worst QBs carve up this offense. And I'm not going to just all of a sudden think that Joe Barry has finally figured things out, has finally improved from just his atrocious game planning that he's done the past 10, 15 years as a defensive coordinator. But give me the Packers. They've been on a roll. Jordan Love, I think he'll play another solid game, but I believe this game will be close.
Yeah, I do think the game will be close, especially since I know I have Christian Watson this week. Did he hurt it? Was it his hamstring?
Yeah, it was his hamstring.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long hamstring injuries are terrible. So I don't even know if he gonna return.
He'll return. Yeah, he'll return.
They nag and stuff. You could tweak it easily. I'm gonna still go with the Giants. I said Giants, Packers. Excuse me. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I think it'll be a close game too. The Giants have been somewhat competent as of late. So yeah, man, it's gonna be. I don't think the Packers cover that 6 points.
Nah.
6.5. I don't think they cover that.
It'd probably be a 3-point. I wouldn't be surprised with a 3-point game, honestly.
It very well could happen.
Yeah. So that's how I look at it. All right, let's go to Titans versus Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Dolphins on this one. They're at home.
13 points. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot. My God. Yeah, I just look at the Dolphins. They've been playing pretty good football. Titans, they haven't looked good. So that's just how I look at it, really. It's nothing much really to say.
Yeah, Dolphins went out right. I don't know about 13. I mean, the Titans are terrible.
Monday night, too. Yeah.
Yeah, the Titans are terrible.
The offense.
They very well could cover them, that spread, honestly. It's going to be another Rika game, hopefully.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even though I don't really need it. I clinched my playoff spot.
I clinched my bye. Ha.
I don't know how we let him get away with this.
Because I'm smart and y'all are not.
He didn't even give a preseason speech like he did last year, and he's just the second best. Actually, he's honestly the best team in the league, but whatever.
Only made one trade. It was a small trade.
Yeah,
it was for JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. I tried to help you out, man.
My teammate show up. Charbonnet had 16 points. He did well above his expected points projection.
Nah, not that. I'm talking about the trade. I tried to help you out with the trade, man.
Man, we should clip this. He tried to trade me Nico Collins and James Cook for Tyreek Hill.
I mean,
are you kidding me?
Do you not understand what's going on?
I know what's going on.
No take Dale. Do you know what that means?
Yes, I know Nico is going to get more targets,
and he's a touchdown guy. Like he gets a lot of touchdowns. So not only targets, receptions, but more chances to get a touchdown.
Listen. It's not about logic here. Do you know what our league is? They veto anything.
At least try.
I'm not trying. I got a better deal cooked up with someone else. But I'll keep that on the low.
Keep that on the low. Okay. Whatever.
That's the emergency break glass.
I tried to help you. You know,
that trade would have got vetoed in 5 minutes.
This is the last week. So
actually, next week is the last.
I thought this was the last week.
Actually, I think I don't know. We'll discuss off camera.
Yeah, whatever. But anywho, I'm trying to help him out, but he's just like, nah, I don't need your help. You know. But
I said I don't want those players. I can't rely on James Cook.
All right, before the bye week, he was top 12.
What is he at now?
I mean, he's like 18 or 17 now. That's because of the bye week, but RB2,
Nico Collins, and
RB2
James Cook for the #1 fantasy receiver.
I mean,
He also has CeeDee Lamb and Bijan, by the way. That's just bad optics to trade him Reek.
I mean, you acting like Bijan has like been great this year or something.
He's been getting more opportunity lately.
He didn't get much opportunity last week.
Or it's the Jets, I mean.
Oh, okay, it's the Jets.
Look, cold world, still a cold world. And a couple of y'all is cool, but we a little more thorough. Whole time, a little more girls. You know I spit that sick shit and it's still no cure. Hold up.